the thing that I've been thinking about is start where you are. And it's so important right now, especially for all of us. We're going, tempers are short, people are scared. We're in a place we've never been before, most of us. So we have as much as possible to show extraordinary patience and kindness to ourselves. That's so important. And it doesn't get any easier as you go unless you get to that place where you go, okay, I can be uh, in a position where I'm okay with being a beginner, where I'm okay with just starting. And no journey starts in the middle. It always starts somewhere, right? You always start at some beginning. And so today, that's what I want to do. I want to talk about and lead you through a very beginning meditation so that you can be in a place where you can just start where you are. So, meditation for some people is, like transcendental meditation, where you go and you get spend thousands of dollars and you get trained, and there are lots of books and things like that. This is more for you to use as you will. It's going to be very simple. It's going to go through and let you be wherever you are so that you can begin. And it's that simple. You need to begin, and you need to be okay every time you are meditating and your thoughts go, oh, but I was going to make this for dinner, and oh, I need to make sure I pay that bill, and oh, I was going to put that laundry in the dryer. Yes, all of that is there, and all of that is something that you are going to do. But the key to meditation is to let it go for the moment and start over again, right? Not start over again because you're pissed at yourself that you did it wrong, but instead to start over again because it's okay to start where you are. I am notorious for this. I'm meditating, everything is in that peaceful place, my mind is empty, and then all of a sudden, oh, I think one of the cats pooped in the box, and now I have to remember that I have to clean out the litter box, and so the key here is to not look at it from the perspective of you did anything wrong. It's just to remind yourself that you can get back to where you've been, okay? And it's just about going, okay, that thought, the cat litter box thought, glad you were here, off you go, and I'm going back into this space where I'm still going to be meditating, where I'm still going to be focusing inward, where I'm still going to be following my breath, whatever kind of meditation you're doing. Because I tend to judge myself really harshly when I drop out of meditation and into, oh, I was going to empty the dishwasher and put another load of laundry. All of that stuff is there. It's going to be there. There is no question. It's going to stay in your head. So it's okay if it stays in your head. That's not a problem. The only thing you have to do in that moment is to go, I'll come back to you. And say that to yourself. I'll come back to you in a bit. So that you don't feel anxious about forgetting something or missing anything. You are allowed to go, you are the boss of this meditation, really. You are allowed to go into the space where you go, I am okay with being where I am. I'll get back to this random thought that went at me. And so all I need to do is get back into that breath and start where I am now. So we're going to do this meditation, and here's what I'm going to ask you to do. It's going to be pretty simple. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and sit in a comfortable chair. Not too comfortable. You don't want to be like so relaxed that you're about to fall asleep. Instead, I want you to be able to sit on your sits bones, and that means you might have to take your butt cheeks and kind of move them out a little bit so that your butt is really on the chair, flat on the chair, and your feet are flat on the floor. So, as much as possible, your thighs are parallel, your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the floor. And I want you to go ahead and straighten your spine, not so that you're like ramrod straight as if you're, yeah, I don't know, in the military or whatever. That's not it. It's more just so that your spine is nicely arched and so that you can be, large and in charge rather than scrunched over it all. And I want you to go ahead and roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Not down to the point where they're, again, scrunching down, but just so that they are as you want your bones to sort of be as a cascade, so one stacked, one on top of the other. That's what we're going for. So I want you to do that. Your feet are nice and flat on the floor. And then I want you to very gently allow yourself to just close your eyes. It's really simple. And I'm just going to talk you through a very simple breathing exercise so that you get into the space of meditating, of you know, you want to try and empty your mind, but it's not like you must empty your mind. It's more that you, as much as possible, want to allow your mind to be peaceful. And if something does show up, it's okay if it shows up. All you want to do is notice that it's there and then let it flow by you with the acknowledgement that you're going to come back to it in a bit. So go ahead and eyes are closed, feet are flat on the floor. If you are wondering what to do with your hands, you can put your palms on your knees or on your thighs and just start deepening your breathing. And I'm going to count to 3 on the inhale. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale. 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale. 2, 3. Now we're going to go to 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4, and inhale. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. Now, if you're thinking of anything as you're inhaling, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling, 2, 3, 4. Try to let it leave your consciousness. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. All you want to do, inhale. 2, 3, 4 is pay attention to my voice. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. And keep doing that nice, long, deep, even breathing. And all you want to do right now, in this time that's just for you, is allow yourself to be right where you are. Any stray thought that comes along, allow it to float right by as if you were lazily watching clouds. Just slowly inhaling and exhaling, breathing in and out. And the only thing you're doing right now is just focusing on that breath. And if you notice a thought, you let the thought go by, just like a cloud passing by on a beautiful blue sky day. You see it, it's there, but you don't have to pay attention to it as you inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And as you take this time to keep breathing very gently, you want to even stop paying attention to the in and out of your breath. Just allow it to go in and out as naturally as possible. And as you do this very simple technique of breathing in and out consciously, you can even let the consciousness of it go. And all you need to do is just sit and breathe. And listening to the sound of my voice, allow whatever thoughts come in to float by, and keep allowing whatever thoughts that come in to float by. They're not important right now. What's important right now is the time and the space you've taken to be with yourself, to breathe, and to remind yourself that you are worth this time and this space. And as you breathe in and out, remember the last time you were a beginner at something. Maybe it was learning to drive a car. Maybe it was playing an instrument like the guitar or the drums or the flute. Maybe it was learning to touch type. Just remember something. And remember that feeling of being a beginner. And remember that you didn't judge yourself because you were just learning, and that it was okay to just learn. So this space and this time is the same. This idea of starting where you are without any preconceived notions, without any judgment calls, or without any guilt about not being better than you are. You can simply just begin this practice of meditating, of thinking, of taking time for yourself without any thoughts of judging yourself, because you are allowed to start exactly where you are. You are allowed to move from this space of being a beginner to the next step. And the beauty of taking this time and space for yourself is that if you find yourself coming back to this spot, it's okay, because you start wherever you are. It doesn't matter. None of that judging stuff matters at all, because each time you do this, you come to it as if you've never done it before. Each time is fresh, each time is new. And right now, as you listen to the sound of my voice and you keep breathing in and out, the only thing you want to do is promise yourself that you will allow yourself each time you come back to any meditation, whether it's here at 7:30 every night with me, or in the morning, or in the evening. Promise yourself that you will approach it with what they call beginner's mind, because each time is a brand new opportunity to begin again and to start where you are. And so do that. Take that time as you breathe in and out to promise yourself that tonight, before you go to sleep, you will take another 5 minutes and do this same practice of starting where you are, allowing yourself to be a beginner, and to just breathe for 2 minutes even. In for a count of 3 and out for a count of 3. And if thoughts come up, let them float by like clouds on a blue sky day. You'll get to them later, because right now, all you have to do is breathe in and breathe out. And you get to start where you are, start anew every single time. And so make that promise to yourself for the next couple of breaths. Just remind yourself that this is just for you. It is just a practice that will help you keep present and keep still and keep relaxing and finding that core center of yourself that is stable and certain. And as you do this, knowing that you've promised yourself something that's just for you, on your next inhale, very, very gently wiggle your fingers. And on the exhale, wiggle your toes. And on your next inhale, wiggle your fingers. And on your next exhale, wiggle your toes. And on your next inhale, wiggle both fingers and toes. And on your next exhale, round your hands, make little circles with your hands. And on your next inhale, do the same thing. And on your exhale, tap your feet against the floor. And on your next inhale, very gently deepen your breath and open your eyes.